Mine didn't even have a little... It's probably a bad beer.
Damn, dude.
Still drink it. Shit my brains out later.
A goose.
A goose. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. That's America's oldest brewery, according to their bottle.
Yeah, I think so. I think they are.
How true is that? I don't know.
I think that is true.
It has like an asterisk next to it, and it's like America's oldest brewery before the oldest brewery. I don't know. Ying ying. I know it's Pennsylvania. It's not bad beer,
Check.
but it's not bad beer. What do you always call that when I do that and I'm really loud?
Cliffing.
Still doesn't make any sense, but you try to explain it to me and I still don't get it.
It's alright.
I don't understand how something can clip.
Dude,
The cough is back, by the way.
the cough is back.
Mm-hmm. Remember those like 2-3 episodes where the cough was there?
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened.
The CVID hospitalizations, they're going up.
Yeah, I saw there's a surge, but I mean...
Yeah, Surge is coming back.
Yeah, it's a good soda. It was a really good soda in the 90s and early 2000s. It was like Mountain Dew's cousin.
I remember only drinking it at camp from an outdoor vending machine that you had to sneak up to at night.
Yeah. It was like just the cheap Mountain Dew. Yeah, the cheap Mountain Dew cousin. Like, Surge is the cousin that skateboards. He's the cousin that's cool, but you wouldn't introduce him to your friends. Like, I like hanging out with him when it's just us, but like, he's too crazy to be my friend.
And I know he's cool because he smokes cigarettes now and we're young, but he smokes cigarettes so early because he's going through a lot at home.
Yeah, either that or he's bored. Virginia Slims, he takes them from his mom. He's like, you guys ever smoke Misties?
My grandma smoked Misties, bro.
Yeah, I don't...
I feel like they taste... All those things feel like fiberglass. That's what I would feel like.
That's what the menthol's made out of, fiberglass.
That's what it's made out of? That's why it burns?
I guess.
Ooh.
I feel like if you take tobacco and then that pink insulation from your attic and you put it in like a Ninja, like a blender,
Uh-huh.
and then you roll it in like a paper with a filter,
Yeah.
and then spray it with like a...
It prevents all new viruses from entering your body.
I don't know if it does that.
It's like the dude who was selling bleach during the pandemic.
I didn't see that.
He was selling like, what is it, hydrochloric acid?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Hydroxychloroquine? Is that bleach? No, that's not bleach.
It's like
that's
some
a medicine.
chemical.
That's a different thing.
I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor.
It's like hydrogen peroxide or something like that.
Yeah, that's not bleach. That's just hydrogen
It's
peroxide.
hydrochloric acid. That's bleach, I think.
Chemistry's tough. I'm not smart with that stuff.
I'm in AP chemistry right now. Yeah, I skipped a grade. I'm in 10th grade.
How's that going?
You know, fuck the government.
I'm taking AP chemistry so I can make meth because I hate the fucking government.
I've heard about Breaking Bad. I've never seen it because I'm better than that.
Of course you are.
But
You're
I
only
heard
drinking
about
America's
it,
oldest brewery's beer. You're definitely better than that. You're not watching a TV show that was highly rated by the public and critics because you're less than them. You're better than them.
That's right.
You don't need to watch that.
No, I prefer to watch 1-star films. I go to Netflix and I search 1-star films. It's great entertainment.
Give us a 1-star film.
A 1-star film?
Yeah.
It's always like some sci-fi.
Yeah, it's like B-rate alien shit.
Yeah, it's always some sci-fi B-rate stuff.
Like
it's great.
The cuts from like one like actor to another is like, oh my god! And it's like,
yeah, dude, when they turn.
What did you hear?
And
it's
catch
like,
them.
I think there's an alien, and then all of a sudden, it's like this isn't 1-star Netflix. This is 1-star.
This is Skinamax.
This is 1-star Skinny.
Skinamax, bro.
Smoking Misties while watching 1-star Skinnies.
When they turn, it's like they cut it like a little too late. They turn, and then it cuts, and then it goes to the next angle. It turns.
It's so bad. You might be able to get a job editing 1-star movies.
Like, do you know anything about it? I'm like, no, I don't really know how to do any of it.
You're hired. When can you start? And you're like, tomorrow? And they're like, welcome aboard, dude. And you're like fucked up at your computer and you're just editing it so bad because you're drunk off like Miller High Lifes and eating Fritos for dinner.
Dude,
and they're like,
chili cheese Fritos.
so what's the final product look like? You're like, here it is. And you're like, play, and it's like, Jason. Yeah. It's so bad. They're like,
dog's
brilliant.
like, roar, roar, roar. It's like samples. They're like, honestly, I think it's great.
Like,
I'll pay you $15 for it. Like, deal.
it's a front for like a drug operation. They're like, oh yeah, I work for damn Sandy Dash Productions, and they're like, what's that? Never heard of that company.
Sandy Dash.
And they're like, yeah, I just produces movies and I just like edit them.
Okay.
It's like 3 years later, Sandy Dash Productions gets raided by DEA.
It's like
I swear, dude, I thought it was a movie company, man. They go back and look at the collection of the movies that were made, and they're just dog shit.
dog shit movies and many colored pills.
They're like, yo, you really think that these were the movies that were going to go onto streaming platforms for people to watch? And you're like, yeah, man.
It's the movie is called Dog Runs. Sequel, Dog Runs
They're
Fast.
always called all Dog Runs. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dog Runs
10. 7 was probably my favorite out of the collection.
It's just taking off.
Woof, woof.
Sampled in. Oh, no. Oh, dude, you want to go through the headlines?
I'm down. You give them to me since you wrote them down, and I'll give you the perspective.
All right, well, that's why I thought about this one, because this would remind me of a Chinese zoo went viral.
Okay.
And it said, and they are denying that their bears are humans in disguise. Because there are pictures that have went viral. I can put it right here.
You don't have to. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
And then you'll see. It looks like a literal human with like a bear head standing up. It's like against the wall.
So the Chinese government pretty much has
run out of bears.
Accused of having people dress up as bears in their zoo.
Yeah.
For the exhibits.
Yeah, they have literally had to make a claim saying that no, our bears are not humans in disguise. They're not like humans in costume.
They're the failed suicide attempts off the buildings in the communist country, and they make them act as bears for the rest of their life as their prison sentence. Go have fun being a fucking bear. And then you're in a bear costume just sweating all day in a zoo like, I gotta take a fucking piss break.
No, they could figure out a way to do the deed in a bear costume in a bear exhibit. They could drown themselves in their bowl of water.
You cut a hole in the costume and just let your little wang hang out and just pee. And people are like, dude, how come that bear's dick looks like a Chinese guy's dick? You know, and this lady's like crying because her husband's missing for 2-3 years, but then she sees this bear taking a piss at the zoo and she's like...
Kind of like...
Can you imagine? Going to the Chinese communist job fucking office and they assign you whatever job they want to give you because you have no choices.
Dude.
And they're like, oh, you, sir, are going to be a... bear in a zoo. And you're like, fuck! I wanted sous chef.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to cook at least.
Damn it!
Even if I'm cooking for animals.
Fucking furry in a zoo, dude.
Dude, speaking of, did you see where there was a dude, I think it was like $12,000 he spent on a costume. It was like a suit.
To become a corgi or whatever.
It wasn't a corgi, it was like a collie.
Yeah.
And it looked like a weird dog. It looked like a very weird dog.
The paws were way too big.
It looked like a weird dog. It was walking. I'll put it right here again too. Like it was like walking, and like the other dogs like go up to it and they're like, "What the fuck is that thing, man?"
It's like an ugly chick at a glance that looks hot. Like you do the take and you're like, "Oh shit, the bitch is hot," but then you're like, "Something's not right."
Yeah.
And they turn around, and they're a man. That's literally what that dog was. That dog, I think at a glance, you're like, oh, cute dog. But then you were like...
It's a person.
How are its legs and feet? Like the calves, like, same sizes. Huh? Like dogs have them big paws and then like them slender legs. Them shits were straight round, bro. Like tree trunks all the way to the
little bitty paws.
Apparently the dude's like unidentified. And only goes out. They don't know who he is.
Oh, sweet.
So he pays that person, his handler, to walk him in that costume, and they don't know his identity. He just
Can you imagine like getting a dog walking service and doing that, and then just
showing up for
like,
Dog Dash to pick up
dog,
Charlie from apartment 18, and you show up, and the dog's like, and you're like,
But no, it's like pretty convincible to where you're like, Steve. He's like, Charlie.
Hey man, I fucking said in the notes, don't say my name.
He's like, Charlie. And you're like, oh.
You're like, what? And he like pretends to piss. He's like,
dude, just piss on everything. You're like, and then he like in the notes, he's like, dude, your dog Charlie's fucking horrible. Pisses and shits everywhere we go. I'm like, how does he have so much piss and shit? And he's pissing and shitting all over the place, in public, left and right, on the sidewalks.
His shit's weird. It has corn in it. Would you rather be the bear in the zoo or the border collie? Like if you had to for a week dress up as the bear in the zoo, and then at night you could take it off and leave, or the collie during the day and walk around in public, which one would you prefer?
The bear in the zoo.
Yeah, for sure.
I could
have some fun.
It'd be cool to be a bear. It wouldn't be cool to be walking around like a damn collie.
No.
I don't want to be like that. I want to be a bear.
Would you run out into traffic if you were the collie?
Yeah, dude, just commit suicide, dude. Oh, God.
It's like, yo, he forgot he was a human.
But then the weird thing is, like, you, like, contact the owner of the dog. And
he's the owner of the dog.
No, and the owner of the dog,
the dog is the dog.
Answers. No, he's like, what the hell? I thought that was Steve. And you're like, that's Steve and Charlie. But he's like, no. He's like, that's happened before. That's, you know. Dude. I am Steve. That was Charlie.
Yo,
like,
Steve
dude, who the fuck was that?
Steve had two dogs in him, Steve and Charlie. And he had to. The other dog was so powerful, he had to pretend to be another dog.
No,
dude, just dog. I bet you that guy fucks.
Dude, I'm saying there is a man named Steve.
Yes,
and he says to the dog walker, "I have a dog named Charlie."
Yes,
and so initially the dog walker thought Charlie was Steve.
Okay, but it's not.
Then Charlie jumped in front of the bus today.
Got killed.
And so he says, Steve, Charlie jumped in front of the bus. I'm sorry, but he's dead. You would assume that was one and the same, but no. Steve's alive.
Yeah.
He actually takes care of that man dog. That's actually his like man dog. He actually does go to work from 9 to 5.
His man slave, dude.
And he's like, yeah. Can you walk him? I feel bad.
I don't want him in the apartment all day by himself, just bored.
He needs to run. He has a lot of energy.
My dog needs to get out.
Yeah, and he's getting so much energy out at night when I'm home. I'm kind of sore from it all.
People are like, yo, border collies don't usually weigh 220.
Dude, it's like a sign that says, "Pick me up and put me in the car seat."
If you took that dog into a vet.
I feel like I can see a shout out like, Ross Creations doing something like that.
And the owner's like, yeah, I think something's wrong with his ass because the dog just wants to get things in its ass. And the vet's like, no, we think he's okay. He looks fine.
That's funny. Yeah, no, it would be funny to like make the costume to where you could like lick your own butthole like a dog. And you could just do that in the vet. They're like, is that a person?
He's just licking human nuts and dick. Like, yo, usually dogs have red rockets, but for some reason that cock and balls look similar to humans.
Yeah, and it looks Middle Eastern.
What if it's the ultimate... It's uncircumcised.
It's uncircumcised. I know.
What if that's the ultimate troll to being able to just set your nuts and cock just on anything in public? Is just put a dog costume on. And then you can just go sit in a bench in a park and just...
Dude, stop.
People walk by and they're like, damn, that dog's cock is nice, dude.
Stop, dude.
That dog has a fucking piece on him, bro. I ain't never seen a dog's dick just look like a fucking hammer.
Dude, I thought the dog's name was Kevin, but the person inside of the dog's suit's name is Kevin.
2 dogs. So, what are your hobbies?
Like,
just being a dog.
You don't want to know.
That's a fucking big dog.
What if at the job interview they're like, so you got any like hobbies? Like, what do you do in front of you? Like, you don't want to know. And honestly, I prefer to keep that private. So and if you want to ask me any further questions about it, you will hear from my lawyer.
Damn.
So like, you come out with that at a job interview, they're like,
no, we just tie it back to your original idea. You just have your representative in the job interview be like, my client's not going to answer that.
And they're like, you like visibly pissed, but you're like,
they're like, so what are your hobbies when you're not at work, Steve?
And you're like, you look at the rest.
And the representative's like, oh, my client doesn't feel comfortable answering the question, so we'd like to move on. He's like,
dude, has a rep at the job interviews, that is legit.
And the employer's like,
legit.
Okay, I guess we'll...
Because it's like for like stock and Food Lion or something.
Oh, it's some job that literally just requires a pulse. It's like, hey, man,
it's so good. It's a company that represents you during your job interviews, dude.
Do you have reliable transportation? Yes. Do you have a license? Yes. Do you have an address? Yes. What are your hobbies? Oh, Clyde doesn't feel comfortable answering the question. Please move on. And please refrain from those kind of
They haven't even said a word yet. They haven't even said a word
you'll hear
yet.
from his attorney.
Client. Just client. That's crazy.
Dude, speaking of like dressing up and like role playing, have you seen the people that have been streaming doing like acting like NPCs?
Yes.
Come on. Why did you go get a new job?
Hey, watch it, bub.
It's like,
hey, watch it, bub.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Oh, thank you. Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
Yeah.
Oh, ice cream. You know how much they're making a stream?
Thousands of dollars.
$4,000. But the average is about $4,000 a stream.
So why don't you do it?
I have a really good job. Why don't you do it?
Why don't we turn that in? Why don't we have a new podcast? And we're like, we'll do a live podcast.
They're like 6 to 8 hour streams.
Well, it's just normal streaming, man. It's just streaming. You just get on there and...
I know it's normal streaming. I'm not saying it's anything special.
But how do you get people to watch you?
You just
do it on your Facebook.
You just do it. Oh, it's TikTok.
Yeah.
They just go live on TikTok, and then you're just like... And someone's just like tips you. And whatever they put, apparently, you're like, oh, thank you. Oh, goldfish. Ice cream. Ice cream's good.
Because that's what they want you to
and
say.
Then 8 hours, you're like
you know, other people are saying better stuff to get the NPCs to say better stuff.
Yeah. But I think it's, I mean, again, I've never like, I've seen clips
it's like
of it.
sayings that you would pay for certain things.
I think you can only, like, there's a menu of things you can pay for to like them to say. It's not anything you want. It's
well, dude, you can donate $1,000 for me.
You're like,
and then, yeah. $1,000 for me to say.
Nigel. Gang, gang.
Stop. Yo, speaking of...
You're telling me you could do that for 8 hours for 4K?
No, that's mind-boggling to me. That's like you destroy your brain doing shit like
that.
Yeah,
I think you log off and you're fucked.
You're like...
Something's wrong with my head. I think you go to sleep and I have crazy dreams.
It's like, gang, gang. Ice cream. They're like haunting you.
It's like, Martha, like who's in here?
You're like running in quicksand.
Martha, let them damn kids in here again.
Ghost kids back in there just saying shit like, gang, gang.
What the fuck?
Yo, no, speaking of NPCs, there is a like a demo version for Unreal Engine. This is like some gaming shit, okay?
I know Unreal Engine.
Unreal Engine 5. It's like the new like top of the line like how they build games and shit, right? There's a demo version, and it came out on like consoles and stuff. It was like Matrix, and so you can walk around the city, and it has to do with like lighting. They've done like GPS stuff to where the light. It's like if you're in Chicago at 1 p.m., this is what the sun looks like, and this is what the sun's going to look like in this game.
It would be like if you were actually in Chicago at 1 p.m.
It's
the
like
setting
perfect.
is exactly the sun's in the right spot.
Right.
The traffic's
so I think
the
it's
right
like New
level.
York. It's somewhere in New York, and so you can like go through like nighttime and daytime, but now they've incorporated AI into the NPCs that walk around the city.
Okay, so they have like responses.
They have not responses, they have personalities. And I've seen people walk around like just be like, "Hey, I just got here. How's this city? What's a fun thing to do?" And they'll just like talk to these people. But then they go on and they're like, "This is not real." And they're like, "What are you talking about?"
The AI is like, What are you talking about?
Some of them are like, "You're crazy. I'm on vacation. Leave me alone." Right? Some of them, they're like, "You're crazy. Dismiss you. Walk off." Some of them are like, "Yeah, I know that."
It's like the lady in the red
dress. They're like, "What do you do? Well, what are you gonna do to get out?" They're like, "I don't want to get out.
I'm happy here.
I'm happy." So like, he goes to the edge of the map, walks up, and people are going through like the edge.
Yeah.
And he got on. Hey, how come I can't cross over into there?
Because the fucking game has limits for.
They were like, "Dude,
for
literally, this is dude, you're stuck in the Matrix."
Yeah.
He was like, "You're not real. You're like a NPC in a video game." He was like, "You're the one stuck in the Matrix."
Oh, so they're both like swapped on each other.
It's like,
the NPCs are like, you're not real. And
some of them are like, sorry. Hey, it's all right. How are you today? They're like, not very good.
But they're programmed to be like that, right?
Program Schmorram.
Yeah.
Program Schmorram. You know?
No, I don't.
What's real anymore?
I don't know. But do you remember the lady in the red dress?
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember he's eating the steak in that restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I know this steak is juicy and tender and delicious.
That's not real.
But I can't taste it. But that's okay. Because I'm going to enjoy this moment. It's crazy.
It's not real, man. None of this is real, man. Oh, dude, did you see Aliens?
Yeah, that's the hot topic.
They came out, hot topic. He's like, I don't want to talk about
oh, no, I'll fucking talk about it, but it's just like, is it?
I said something today. I talked to somebody. I said, so the quote was non-human bioorganics or something.
Okay.
Right? So some organism that wasn't human, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's like a little green man, little gray man.
A dinosaur is a living organism.
It could be like a bacteria.
Yeah.
It could be like a little molecule or something, you know, so like, it sucks that it's so vague. Why don't they just be like, yes, here are the pictures. And it's like them hanging out with dudes at like Harvard parties, like the underground, like Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
And it's like aliens and shit. And they're like, this is George W. Bush. He's going to be president like when he turns 40.
Gang,
is Gang Steve the alien. And we hang out here at Skull and Bones.
This is Bill Gates. He's going to buy all of the seeds in the world.
Yeah.
And then make everyone eat fake meat.
Yeah, and his like first
He's
effort,
like, saw dogs.
Yeah, Bill Gates' first effort at like making a clone was Mark Zuckerberg. He was like, I'm trying to make myself.
He said, I ended up making a guy that just owns a fucking shitty app and does jujitsu.
He's like, yeah, got rogue. The beta.
Fuck.
The beta, we called him Mark. He named himself Zuckerberg.
Anytime one of the AIs take up jujitsu, they've gone rogue.
They've gone rogue and they started taking Alpha Brain. Get your 30-day free trial today.
Sponsored by On It. Make sure you check out. We get sued.
It's like, man, I was going to do nothing today. And then I took Alpha Brain.
I can talk to my wife.
I can communicate well with my loved ones. I've cleaned my whole house. And I just got a new job making more money.
Ding. And then he blows his brains off on Facebook Live. It's like, damn, I guess the Alpha Brain's a little too hardcore. Fucking the next batch. Let's
NZT, isn't that what the Limitless stuff was? NZT? Isn't that what they called it?
I mean, I don't
Limitless?
remember. I saw Limitless. I don't remember what it was called. The
he
pill.
was like, yeah.
He fucked him at the end. He was like, yeah.
And they're all, like, all the bangers up top are like, dude, we've been on this shit,
Dude, 1%'s on it, dog.
We've been on
that shit. Gotta be
shit.
on something else other than the average, like, person. There's no way you can sleep 4 hours a night and,
they are on
produce like that.
They're on different shit. They're on like secret shit. Yeah. You just got to get in the know. Get in the know.
And that's
they're
why
like,
I'm
dude,
like,
you're not in the know. And they're like, no. They're like, dude, come on, dude,
like,
come on.
What do I have to do? They're
you
just have to blow all of us. It's always on that gay shit too.
It's like
to get
40 cameras in a circle. Like,
and
you know how they originally did the Matrix shit where they like jump and they kick and the camera goes around them and she's like stalled in
and
midair.
He's like doing like the 60 kicks around. Yeah.
That's what they use when
they put it like on a pole
you.
And just spin the camera. Yeah,
they blackmail you.
They're like, "Hey, we have you sucking like 60 cocks," and it's like, like,
stop.
Hey, you in the know?
He said, "Yeah, I am," and hopefully they don't share the blackmail.
Yeah,
they don't share it. They keep it.
And male spent MALE. Nah, dude. That's why I'm like, yo, is the alien shit real, or is it just a way to always pull the plug on what's really going on from the public's eyes, a distraction?
Oh, here you go.
You know what I mean? Like, shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Look. But guess what? Aliens.
Here's a couple things.
We've seen them. They're real.
Here's a couple things.
Kind of. Maybe. We'll let you know. And we're like, fuck, dude, the fucking aliens. But then they're like stealing trillions of dollars to give to Ukraine or like invest in some fucking private shit that's only benefiting them.
I only read headlines.
I know, we don't read the
actual
articles.
But I write them down so then I can talk about them. Even though I don't know anything about it,
yeah,
I'm going to make sure that I talk about it.
This is based on...
So yeah, like right here, Ukraine drone attack. You seen that?
Nope.
Where they like started to send drones into Russia and like bomb apartment complexes?
No, I mean, I thought that was like at the beginning, but like I haven't seen
what's happening now again.
too.
Zelensky's like, yeah, we're taking the war back to Russia. Yeah. You know what else is crazy? I literally saw this was a couple hours ago today, where we're from.
Yeah.
Fucking person was shot in the head while driving.
Yeah, dude, 19-year-old out by Dinwiddie.
Yeah.
Chick was driving down the interstate and literally just got fucking just thwopped by a random...
What do you think she did? She flicked off somebody and she cut him off and
I actually read the article on that, and the Virginia State Police said they don't think the incident was related to road rage.
So it was a love triangle.
Well, no, like I don't know if you remember, but like it seems like... So there's a couple different like theories on this. One, that there's just random people, like back in the 70s and 80s, that used to pick up like prostitutes and then like kill them and throw them in ditches because there was no cameras, there was no technology like there is today. It was like kind of if you're a sick fuck, an easy thing to get away with, like a thrill.
Right.
You can't do that this day and age. There's so many. Everyone has a camera. You cannot pick up a person on the street because someone will film that bitch. So what's like your next best option of like if you really wanted to kill someone that no one would ever really know? Who done it?
Right.
Bro, on the interstate, out in the middle of nowhere, you and another car driving past each other and there's no other cars ahead or behind you.
Isn't that crazy?
And then she drove off the road and into the ditches and into the trees.
Crashed.
How will they ever know who did that?
So they were like, dang, somebody maybe fell asleep, maybe something happened, they wrecked their car and they pull up and they got a bullet hole in their head.
They didn't. They got shot by somebody on the road. And based off of her vehicle, they don't think it was road rage because of the damage to it. Like, it wasn't like a excessive speeding. Like, they can do like the forensics on that.
Right.
And analyze how fast she was going. And if it was road rage, usually there's high speeds involved. She wasn't going fast, has a bullet in the head, and went off the road and crashed. Theory 2. So theory 1 is just a random person looking for cheap thrills. Well, not cheap, but like fucked up shit.
Right.
Like killing prostitutes.
Right.
Second theory is that is like a gang initiation type thing.
To where you do that.
You have to go kill someone to get in. And that's a way, again, to kill someone without surveillance cameras on the interstate in the middle of the woods.
And then
you go to a 7-Eleven, shoot someone, what's going to happen? There's 100 cameras around you. All the businesses, the store... Someone's going to see you. If you're on the interstate driving and you have to kill someone to get in,
it's
dude,
like
you're
trees,
driving through
trees.
Fucking 85 out there. There's no one out there.
Trees.
Boom. You see the bitch get hit with the bullet and go off into the woods. You're in, dog. It's got to be one of those two things, right?
Yikes.
Right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess it could be a lot more, too.
But like what? I mean, maybe someone knew her.
Like I said.
But she was 19.
Low triangle thing.
It's a weird thing. Yeah, but like...
You never know.
Don't they... But wouldn't like some kind of a passionate, like love kind of
thing
crime,
maybe manifest? People would be like, there's something going on.
It would happen in the moment.
But also people would probably know like, they've got this person that this is happening with, my loved ones know about. You're right.
Not even that, but it would also happen like in the moment. You wouldn't be driving out on the interstate like random, like you wouldn't be out there. Like that's more of a like, this bitch is cheating on me, I'm a fucking killer when I get home. It wouldn't lead to like out there.
Right.
That seems more like random. They chose that spot out there because it's no one out there. And there's no fingerprints. There's a bullet in the head, which is going to be a common bullet. And
you could like sit like right there at the one section and kind of see the interstate. See, there's one person.
Yep, and just go. It's probably like the perfect crime in this day and age with technology.
That's kind of crazy. You know what actually is the perfect crime? This is real. This is all real. I mean, this is a real according to Google.
This is a real podcast.
This is Google.
Wait, is this a real podcast or are we in the Matrix?
This is Google. Okay. Supported. We're supported by Google. Not sponsored. We have a lot of other sponsors.
Yeah, definitely not Bing. We're Google they can suck my balls.
We have Google support. There was a realtor who is like being charged now for like, I don't know what the charge is, but he sipped milk from the jug that he was selling the seller's house.
Oh,
he drank his milk.
He took a swig out the milk.
Yeah, and it probably wouldn't have been a big deal if he used a glass, right? So, drank some of my milk, but he used a glass. He was like, it's on like a camera in the living room.
Yeah, like a house cam.
Yeah, I mean, you're selling your house. You got someone visiting your house, walking around while you're working. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you go to sell my house. No one's home. You crack my fridge. You hitting the milk?
No.
No way.
I'm looking for something better.
I'm probably
going to
steal a soda or a beer and go. Dude, you're
the milk.
That guy killed that chick in that car.
The milk.
You hit the milk, that's a wild move.
Honestly, though,
you're hitting the milk.
No, you tell me this because I think we talked about the milk.
I might hit something else.
The milk was like a big thing back in like World War II. Like it was like for getting calcium. And that's why they delivered it to everybody. Got milk because it was like, dude, you drink milk because you're eating bread. You gotta have some milk, you know, and then because you're gonna have what? You only have 6 chickens.
Well, it's like the guideline for like your daily, you know, grains, vegetables.
Who the fuck drinks milk anymore?
Kids,
right? Like, dude,
like if you're an adult, kids.
If you're an adult and you eat cereal, you know you sit down and you can eat a whole box of cereal in one sitting. You know you can do it.
Yeah,
if you're an adult and you've done it, I'm not saying I've done it. I'm an adult. I'm not saying I've done it.
Okay,
but
I'm not accusing you.
I'm not saying that I used to do anything like that.
But it's possible.
It's possible for sure.
For
and
sure.
if you're an adult, you know it's possible.
Hell yeah.
So.
And it's always a bowl that's way
bigger.
you're
not just getting one and being like, it's a snack sometimes.
No.
No. You get it every time you go.
It's binge.
And you probably get multiple different cereals. You might snack on one, but you have 3 bowls of the Reese Puffs.
Yeah.
Or Fruity Pebbles.
There's still milk in there. I'm not going to waste it.
Dude, it's a whole, think about a whole bowl of Fruity Pebbles. And then you're just like, a little bit of milk in there. And you say, dude, just crunching on some.
And dude, adults,
sugar cereal.
The dogs are taking big bites.
Oh, dude,
a bowl of cereal is easy 4 to 5 bites.
And you always either need more milk or more cereal.
Milk.
So you're finishing the milk or the cereal.
Yeah.
And if you have leftover milk, that's what you got to do. Get
more cereal.
I gotta get next.
But then you have to hit it with a fresh cold splash.
Yeah,
you can't have that room temp milk. That's a room temp milk. You can't do it then.
And it's a couple days old, so I need a fresh one. Because what, 78 cents?
What,
$1.40?
Milk?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing. It's like $1.20.
For how much?
For like a half a gallon. For a whole gallon's probably like $1. Oh, no.
Milk?
Oh, yeah. Milk's cheap now. Milk's back to being cheap. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. They're trying to get you to buy it.
You're crazy.
Nobody buys it. Nobody
buys it. He said milk's
it.
back to being cheap.
Look, I'm going to say milk. I'm going to say whole milk at Kroger. Because that's where I shop.
Okay. Make sure you put your rewards number in.
$2.
For a half gallon?
A whole gallon.
What?
Yeah.
That's the Kroger.
Here's a half gallon.
That's the Kroger.
$1.50.
That's the Kroger in Vietnam.
$1.50.
That's the Kroger in Niger.
$1.50.
No.
Dude. Rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, I saw that.
70 years old.
I don't know much about him other than.
Right. I mean, a weird guy.
Yeah, didn't he get in trouble?
Yeah, he did get in trouble.
For touching himself in the movie theaters?
He did.
Damn.
So he's like a weird guy, but we're like, oh, he was cool in his movies.
He was in that movie Blow.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He was talking to Johnny Depp at the thing. He was like, I can't sell.
He's like, huh? He's like, Dottie.
He's like, Cherry. Oh, Jerry.
Yo, fucking,
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
These are all my headlines.
I don't even know what Pee Wee Herman's real name is.
His real name is Paul Rubens.
I know he died 70 with a private battle with cancer. This is just a live version of headlines. In today's news, Paul Rubin dies 70 with the private battle of cancer.
I mean,
rest in peace.
Lori Vallow Daybell, you know who she is? I can go into her, bro,
because
I know about it. You don't know about her. Mm-mm. You don't know who Lori Vallow is?
Nah, man.
She was sentenced to multiple life sentences.
She killed her kids.
She killed 2 of her kids, and she killed the wife of her new husband.
Damn.
And she did it because it was like a cult, and she was convinced she was a chosen one by God.
Damn, boy.
The kids were zombies.
She drank too much milk.
The kids were zombies.
Damn.
She had to kill them. They're not my children anymore. The Lord spoke to me.
Damn.
Angels has spoke to me speaking.
How long do you think she lasts in jail or prison?
Till she dies.
Oh, you don't think someone's going to kill her right away? Oh, till she dies, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, no, so she's
a chosen one.
So she has one surviving son, an older son. He was away. It was because he wasn't living at home.
He was at zombie camp.
Yeah, they sent him away to zombie camp. He grew up, so he was about to go to school.
He was at ZBS, Zombie Bible School.
No, he was he's one of the, the oldest one, right?
He was
away let's call it college, zombie college.
Okay.
And he was
Zombie
like,
State.
"Mom, where are you?" And they were like, "We're going on vacation."
Yeah, we're going to the
and then
Myrtle Beach for the week.
They were like, "Well, where's my brother and sister?" I don't remember their names. Rest their souls. Not to disrespect
the water
them.
park. They're having
but
fun.
No, we left them at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Okay.
We're in Hawaii actually.
Oh.
We're in Hawaii, and me and my husband Chad, my new husband.
Oh, she definitely killed her kids.
And so they showed up and arrested them there because
in Hawaii,
because he filed a police report, and they went to the grandmother's house. They were like, "Yeah, no," they said that
there ain't no kids here,
right? No kids here. They said that. Oh, so when they went to Hawaii, they were like, "Present your kids, or you're under arrest."
Your kids.
Where are your kids?
You just unfold them out of a suitcase,
ta-da!
And they're like,
they pose. They're like magician's assistants.
Weekend at Bernie's. They're like,
stop, no, they're alive. In this scenario, they're alive. Okay. They're good. They can do magic shit, and they were in the suitcase the whole time. Ta-da! But that's not the case. That's not the case.
They did.
Yeah, and so I guess they couldn't find them, and they went back to his house, and they were looking. They found them all.
Damn, dude.
They're buried and tried to have a fire pit over top of them and shit. And yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, she just got multiple life sentences, and she put red lipstick on to go get her verdict.
She's chosen.
Come on, red lipstick.
She's chosen.
After what you done?
Chosen.
I guess that's.
She's one of the chosen ones to go to hell and be a demon. Come back and haunt kids in their sleep.
Yeah, you do some shit like that. It's like
you're definitely chosen
shit.
for sure.
They're like, yeah, no, I was speaking to angels, and they were like, yeah, those were demons.
And the angels
no, they told me they were angels.
The angels like, oh, you believed us? And they're like,
dude, they told me they were angels. They're like, dude, we told you to kill your fucking kids.
And they're like, cut. And you're like, whoop, whoop.
Dude, we told you to kill your family.
Yeah.
We're not angels.
Yeah. What makes you think we're fucking angels, Sarah?
Oh, be you angels? Yeah,
is it hot in here?
Last
one I
got is all the leprosy in Florida now.
Isn't that when your skin falls off?
It's like lesions and shit. It's like a biblical fucking disease.
It's a cursed state now?
It's a cursed state.
What if there's a hurricane category 10 that comes through that bitch and just takes it off the country?
What if Florida becomes the next best Caribbean island?
Oh, that'd be sick. It gets hit with such a hard storm, it gets removed from America, but then everyone on the state gets wiped out due to the horrific storm, and then it it's like the meteor killing all the dinosaurs and then becoming our beautiful world again.
Oh,
what
it's
if
like
Florida
the Phoenix rise from the ashes. Okay.
And then becomes the most beautiful place in the world.
No, I think Trump has a bunker in Mar-a-Lago that if it were to break off, I think I saw an article where it said they've already studied this, that Trump built his bunker a perfect way, that it would be like a massive battleship.
Stop. Yeah, you might be in the Matrix. This might be the fucking Matrix. That's not real. That's not real.
It is real.
That's not real. That's not real. I think we've just gone too many chapters too deep in this book.
He said, if it happens,
turns the other way and becomes like a gun and it shoots at China.
If Florida breaks off,
no,
it'll be the biggest, the strongest.
It's gonna be the biggest battleship anyone's ever seen. It's gonna be pointed directly at China.
Florida turns into a battleship.
America's ultimate weapon is Florida's a battleship.
Dude, but it's like Transformer to where that was just the tip of the head. It was the buzz cut.
Yeah.
And it comes out of the ground. It's it's like Godzilla.
Yeah, dude. I was literally like, dude, Florida's going to do the next movie is Florida fights Godzilla. Instead of Shark versus, what was that movie?
Sharknado?
Yeah, but wasn't there a movie with a shark versus something else? Or King Kong versus Godzilla?
Yeah.
It's fucking Florida versus Godzilla.
Florida.
And Trump's
like a Rock'em Sock'em
That's
robot.
a big dinosaur. That's a really big dinosaur.
It's like,
we're gonna shoot it right in the chest.
It's like the Power Ranger fucking when they morph together, they become the what's it called?
Not
Mighty
Megatron.
Morphin.
The Mighty. No, the thing.
Yeah, what's it
one's
called?
the arm, one's the leg. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Power Rangers. They end up all forming the fucking.
Zordon's the guy who tells him what's up, ball guy. And they form like Ultron, I think is what it is.
Is that it?
No. Alexa, what is the machine the Power Rangers make?
The machine.
From Universe.com. While it's not exactly a superpower and verges much more towards being a perk, each ranger is given control of a Zord, those massive mechanical creatures they ride around in that are appropriately colored to their suits.
When combined, they become Zord. They're Zords. Dude, fuck Alexa, dude. Fuck
She
Jeffy
sucks,
Bezos, dude.
Dude, she sucks.
Dude, come on.
Since-
Elon Musk, make something better, dude. Give me a robot in my house. I want the robot to, right now, during this podcast, crack the door, lean in,
Yeah.
say...
Can I get you anything, sirs? We're like, nah, Jeff, we're good.
He's like...
Okay, I will be back in approximately 15
But he would
minutes.
speak Spanish because Spanish is way cooler than English.
Hola, senores.
And he would be able to practice. I'd be practicing my Spanish.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Babble.
Went to the República Dominicana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yo soy de República Dominicana.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, but this is the thing. I'm not fucking with you. This is the thing. When we get the robots for the house, they're going to like be like, oh, in order to speak Spanish, you have to download Babbel.
Oh, third party shit. No. Decline. No. Dude,
Hey, Alexa,
Megazord.
download Babbel.
It was Megazord.
Sign me up for the 1-year subscription.
Stop. I don't trust you around her.
She's a dirty girl.
Jeffy Bezos.
She added a 5-gallon bucket of Vaseline to her cart one day.
Dude, I was like, where's my trash can, Alexa? She was like, it's a 5-gallon bucket now. It's like, dude.
God damn it, Alexa. But yeah, dude, the robots in the house are going to legit be our phones, just in a
You've seen the
form where then you have to put apps onto them.
I think it's Honda. You seen the little Honda guy
that shoots basketballs?
Maybe he does shoot basketballs.
Honda
It's like
or Toyota,
the
it's one of
little
them.
Honda guy. He's like legit. It looks like a small man.
I don't watch anime.
It's Honda the company, man.
It's a Honda guy.
It's a young robot, man.
He's like, oh, it's the Honda guy.
No, for real.
Mitsubishi, Toyota. Dude, those people got turned to
Can't say
dust,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I can't say.
They straight were eating like a fucking piece of fish. Just said,
Yo,
disintegrated like in Joe Dirt when he set that crabber off. He said, damn, run and win. No, what's his name? Buffalo Bill.
He said, I got this dang, what's he called? A bomb.
Roman candle?
No, he called it a,
when he had it strapped to his
nuclear
back.
bomb.
He was like, damn, I got this damn A-bomb.
A-bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to blow this whole place up if you don't give me money.
No, it was a file. It was a certain file about his family. And they said, boy,
that ain't no A-bomb. That's a crapper.
That's a crapper of a 1972 Winnebago.
He cracked the top off and he said, I got the dookie on me.
You get the poo on me, the dookie.
And then they were like, dude, this ain't a meteor.
He said, I've been eating.
He said, what are you talking about? This is a meteor. I found it on the desert. It's a meteorite. I want the money for my space rock. And he was like, son, this is a big old frozen pile of dookie.
Yeah, he said, dude, I've been eating off of that.
I was eating ketchup off of it.
He said, he told the guy too, he said, oh man, I've been eating off that.
Dude, he was straight friends with a fucking pile of shit, eating fucking ketchup off of it, and then literally took it into a place and was like, yeah, man, this is a valuable rock. It's worth a lot of money. I've been hauling around in a wagon. I've been eating off of it. How much is it worth? They were like, dude, this is shit. He said the commercial planes drop dookie from up so high, it just freezes.
God, dude, poor guy. Funny ass fucking Spade. Spade's funny.
Have you heard of, it's like called, like skip, it's not skip lagging. It's
Bandwidthing?
No. Hey,
Hypergoosing?
what's this bitch's name? Hey, Alexa, what is it called when people buy a flight but then get off before the flight gets to its last destination?
No, it's not. But I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like you get a cheaper flight when you're like, say, I'm trying to connect to San Francisco, but I really just want to go to Denver. And when I connect through Denver, yeah,
it's like if you leave DC and to go to Ohio, but then that departs from there and goes to Austin. That flight's cheaper than taking a direct flight to Ohio. So you buy that flight and you get off in Ohio, but never get it on the plane to go back to to go to Austin.
Yeah,
and it's called something, and they just banned someone from like commercial flights for doing that. It's called like skip lagging or skip boarding or something like that. But apparently there's a website you can go on and type in where you want to go, and it'll find like the cheapest flight.
Foreverlayover.com.
Yeah, dude, forever lagging.
Forever layover. Stay where you are now.
But like you can literally book a fucking flight, and instead of the direct shot, which is always more expensive, just wherever it connects to the city you want to get off at, just you leave that spot.
Right.
But something happens because you don't reboard the flight. They then have to stop the flight to get the bags off because that passenger never got back on the flight, and it fucks their whole system up.
Gotcha. Yeah. Why go where you want to go when you can stay where you are?
Why do what you're going to say? Just lie. Hey, you're not going to Denver. You're getting off in Ohio.
Stay here now.
You said you were going to Denver. Do you think you should be banned for doing that?
Yeah, I think so. Because it impacts the flight. Somebody can hop on that flight.
And you're also not committing to what you purchased.
Yeah.
Like you purchased this.
Yeah, it should just be you're just a fucking liar.
Yeah.
And make people actually feel bad about it now. We should just start lie shaming.
Or this is what you should do. Yes, you should. Okay, say you get caught doing that, and they're like, "Yo, TSA and it's security pulls you in." They're like, "You have two options. One, you're banned for life from flights, or two, we get to make a video for our social media account saying that you're a fucking liar."
Yeah, no, and then every time you get on a flight after that, when you go through TSA,
like, hey, I'm a fucking liar.
Everybody's notified, and everybody is mandatory. It's mandatory to point and laugh at you.
Yeah. It's not an Amber Alert. It's a fucking liar alert. Yeah. Everyone's phone for that flight gets a buzz, and they're like, what? And you're like, it's like Jeffrey's a fucking liar because he skips
6'2".
flights. And they're like, he's wearing the Hawaiian shirt and khakis, and everyone's like, fuck you, Jeff.
Liar. Yeah.
And you're like, damn, I should have never done that. Or it's lifetime ban on flights. Are you taking the humiliation or lifetime ban?
You could totally see a scenario.
Want to put a car one time, it says scenario.
No, see when a scenario where someone enjoys that.
The humiliation.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's a guy who's dressed up with a fucking dog walking around.
Yeah.
But his identity is hidden.
Right, but someone's like, I
want to be humiliated.
One, my mother left me at a way too young age, so there is real separation anxiety that happened at the early developmental stage. Yeah. Okay? And so I have trouble forming relationships with people. And so that also impacts me and how I view attention. Essentially it's making me a narcissist, and I want people to have attention on me, even if it's bad. And so that humiliation, after the fact, you might, I know it's mandatory and it's humiliation, but again,
he's like, oh
I'm throbbing.
Didn't get on my flight. Looks like everyone has to humiliate me. And they're like, you're a fucking piece of shit. And he's like, oh yeah, tell me
shaking.
Like, damn, this guy doesn't really seem humiliated. Also, why is he wearing 2 pairs of pants?
He said, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Rep's like, my client will not tell you why he's wearing 2 pairs of pants.
My client won't tell you why he's wearing 2 pairs of pants, and he would also like the humiliation to be turned up a little bit.
Yeah.
He said this is not hardcore enough.
He said he'll call his lawyer if it's not humiliation enough, because that's in the contract. Mm-hmm. He's going to need more than that.
You guys said you were going to humiliate him. You're not upholding your end of the deal.
Pay the employees more.
Pay him more. Pay him more. Do it, or we're going to file.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with you.
No,
do you know
you
LeBron
don't want to
James?
know who I know.
You know where LeBron James is from? Just off the top of your head, it doesn't have to be
Cleveland,
Akron, Ohio. I think around that area, yeah. But he a few years ago opened up the LeBron James Academy for low income children.
Youngsters. It's like X-Men.
No, they don't have special like powers.
Okay.
They have like special learning disabilities.
Okay.
No, they really don't. It's just a school for the kids in that area.
Okay.
Who are not privileged to go to better schools. So he opened up a school for these kids in these areas that would never get an opportunity to like this to go to.
Right.
They pulled the records. No 8th grader has passed the state's math test in like the past 4 years.
Damn, LeBron.
I mean, he don't run the school.
What about Kanye's school? Is it any better?
I don't know. I think they're all in the basement making Adidas clothes.
Dude,
But dude, it's crazy. Fucking start. But I'm just saying, like, so was it just for show? Like, I opened this school to give fucking underprivileged children a chance, and I'm doing good, right? I'm a good person, right?
You want to know who really did good?
I'm a good fucking
Shaq.
person, right?
For making those,
Shaq's fucking awesome.
For making those shoes affordable.
Not even that.
That's
dude.
bigger deal than putting those kids in a better school that's costing them probably more money. You just give them the opportunity. You're like, hey, you have the opportunity to be in a better school. It's going to cost you.
I don't think it costs the kids money to go to that school. What I'm saying is, like, if you're really going to open up some shit and take the publicity for it, like, look what I'm doing. I'm starting this school for these kids. It's top notch, everything, top tier,
but it's not.
Everything. But not one 8th grader in the past 3 or 4 years. It's one of those has passed the state's math test. So what's really going on at the school? Is it a bunch of people lying? Or is it really not being ran the way it should be? I don't know. It's kind of fucking shitty. But Shaq is the man. Fuck LeBron. Shaq's the man because he made the fucking pizza bigger with more cheese and more pepperoni. Shaq kept his promise.
He did that for us.
He kept his promise. He provided more cheese and pepperoni for the fucking... Oh, he is?
Shaq for Prez.
Oh, I think he would almost... He would probably...
Prez.
Shaq for Prez?
Shaq for Prez.
100%. Shaq Rogan 24. That's an insane card.
Bro, and Shaq's the head man.
Shaq is the dog, bro.
Shaq's the head man.
Shaq is a dog.
And Joe
just brings the... Joe brings the votes.
Yeah, he's the fucking vice.
He's the dog.
He's like, I'll consult you, my guy. He's like, dude, I'll tell you what the base wants.
But Shaq's the man, though. Shaq's the man. You see him all the time in, like, Walmart and shit, like, buying everything for everyone. He'll just walk in and be like...
You know the last video I seen of Shaq?
Huh.
Maybe I can find it and put it right here. Yeah. It's literally him at some like resort, like on vacation, and there's like 6 or 7 kids, and he's like, rah! He's like a monster playing in the swimming pool.
Yeah, he's a fucking dog, dude. He's a fucking. I think Shaq legit is a genuine ass just dude.
And then he was like, I'm dead. He's like, Shaq's dead, and they all lifted him up. And you know how like they lift up the dead body over the crowd.
What a shame. What a shame.
They did that to him. He got the kids to do that to him.
Damn.
Yeah. Isn't that legit?
That's just like a little person inside of a big Shaq suit.
Yeah. He's like, nice to meet all y'all's family. Thanks for coming tonight. If you want your kids to be able to lift me up like dead Jesus Christ, that's going to cost you a little extra. But just sign up over here with Rebecca. She'll help you out.
For an extra $2K, you can get the meet and greet and a photo afterwards. Nah, he's a fucking... That's a lot of pepperoni, that's a lot of cheese. The Shaq commercial, dude, the Papadillas. He brought back the Cool Ranch Papadillas.
Yeah.
Shaq for Prez.
Dude, you know what
I'd
I'm saying?
vote for him, 110%.
You know what I'm saying?
D, V, R, independent, whatever party. I don't give a fuck. Put Shaq on the ballot. He got my vote.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Shaq is, and then he runs again after so he wins his first election.
Okay.
Runs for, and then he runs for his second term.
Yeah.
His slogan, Shaq is back. It's amazing. You can't go wrong with Shaq as your president.
It's already there.
You can't go wrong with Shaq as your president.
Yeah, dude.
You can't. He's the dog.
Feels great.
He took over a pizza company and made it fucking cool.
It feels great to think like he could one day be the prez.
I think
he could go on a world scale because guess what? You send Shaquille O'Neal as the president of the United States over to those places.
Oh, dude.
And they're like, yeah, we're not messing with them.
If that man put his hand around your throat, you would be in so much fear.
He's like, come on, guys.
Well, yeah,
he like leans on top of you. You're like, hey, they're like, hey, yeah, okay, cool. We'll sign the treaty. We'll try the
hey,
whatever it is.
I thought we said we weren't gonna do no more bombs.
Hey, okay, sure. They're like,
we're sending like 5'10" white guys who are 75 and can't walk to these countries to be like, stop fucking bombing people.
Yeah.
Send Shaq over there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They're like,
hey, I told you, if you bomb one of the motherfucking countries again, I'd dunk on the backboard and break it right now, goddammit.
This was a backboard in the UN.
They tape Putin to a backboard and he just breaks it and everybody's like, they're free! Shaq said he freed the Russian people. He freed them.
Yeah, dude, let him dunk.
And there's like a fucking rim just like drilled into Putin's stomach, and Shaq dunks on it and just rips all of his insides out.
Damn, dude.
And then he just fucking yeets like,
that was his punishment.
And the people are like, ah. And so Shaq's on the mic like, Shaq told her he'd bring the leader of Russia now. And Joe's off to the side like, make sure you purchase Alpha Brain.
That's how he's capable.
Dude, hell yeah. That'd be sick. Shaq for prez.
Let's go,
110%.
That sounds like a fun time.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing time.
It's like a fun time, dude. Cool. Well, why don't we seal the deal, man?
Yeah, dude. This fucking episode is brought to you by fucking the campaign run for Shaq for be president.
Dude, and if you want to help the campaign, ShaqForPrez.com.
Hell yeah. They're starting to collect funds right now. If you want to see Shaq run for it, go to these countries and take down these leaders, unlike the ones who are doing it right now for our country.
He's not going to run for it. He's going to dunk for it.
He's going to dunk for it.
He's going to go full on.
And he's not going to just rob us blind and say aliens may or may not exist.
He's going to show pics.
He's going to show pics. It's going to be him hanging out with the aliens.
Pics and vids.
Just shooting just ball. And the aliens are like,
Tony.
It's a whole stadium of aliens, and he's just fucking literally just dunking.
He was like, this guy wanted him. When he came down, he told me his name was Glorbon.
Yeah.
And now, afterwards of hanging out for a little bit, he's Tony. Tony the alien.
He's like, yo, that's my friend Tony. They're like, yo,
I believe anything Shaq says.
110%. Shaq's like, yeah, extra cheese on the pizza is a lot better. It's healthier than just regular cheese. I don't eat extra cheese.
I agree.
100, yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, Mr. President.
And a large Mountain Dew.
So, if you want to fucking change the world, you want to make a difference, you're tired of just reading articles and just letting our government fuck us, go to ShaqForPrez.com, make your donation to get that political funding going for his run.
Use our code.
Use our code ULTRA when you make your donation, and we'll match that donation up to 1%.
You also get a free extra cheese pizza.
Not only that, you'll get a 10% discount code for an extra large.
We get the free pizza off rip.
Yep.
And then become a UltraWisdom Shaq for Prez member. A club member.
You also get your free Presidential Fitness Award for donating to a campaign fund. You'll get your free pizza. And we'll put someone in there that not only is going to do what he says he's going to do, but is going to fucking dunk for it. So, thank you for watching this week. We'll see you next week, guys.
Dunk for it.
Shaq for 2024.
UltraWisdom.